Pitches could be up to 100 metres wide and 200 metres long. That's longer than Ellen Road. Not the pitch, the stadium. Anyway, UEFA wanted a standard across Europe for international matches, which became 105 metres long and 68 metres wide. But some clubs had been rebels, not intentionally, but because of the stadiums. Take Highbury, for example. It was 5 metres shorter and a metre narrower, meaning away sides had a challenge to adjust. White Hart Lane was exactly the same. And actually, when Spurs temporarily moved to Wembley, they asked the FA to shorten the pitch. The FA, very offended by the sacrilegious suggestion, said no, which in fairness could have actually benefited Tottenham, because when they moved into their shiny new stadium, the pitch was exactly the same size as Wembley's. Today, Forest pitch at the City Ground is a big one. It's 2 metres wider than any other pitch in the Premier League. But the smallest of all, Craven Cottage, just 100 metres long and 65 wide. No excuse for not tracking your man. There are a couple of crazy outliers in Europe too. At Napoli's home ground, the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, the pitch is a whopping 110 metres long. At least they don't play on a slope like Newcastle do. There's a 2-metre incline on the pitch at St James's Park, and don't get me started on the old pitch at Yeovil too. It used to be a slant of 2 metres corner to corner and across the halfway line. So UEFA have their standards, so do the FA, but they do give pitches in England some wiggle room. Pitches can be anywhere between 90 and 120 metres long and between 45 and 90 metres wide. I mean, the rules state you can't have a square pitch, but in theory you could have one that's 91 metres long and 90 wide. Imagine rocking up to play a Sunday League game and the pitch is basically a square. So there are rules and regulations on sizes, with a UEFA standard that roughly everyone follows, but as we all know, size doesn't matter, does it?
Good afternoon, this is the warm-up on talkSPORT. I'm Olly Clink, he's Charlie Baker, plenty on the way for you until 1 o'clock. Did I say good afternoon?
It's a terrible start.
Did I?
Come in again, try to start.
Let's try start again. Wait for the music. Just put the music back up. Go on, start again. Why not?
Come on, Olly.
Why not?
Come on, Olly.
Why not?
You're good at this. You're good at this.
I know, but we'll start again.
You do this all the time with the music again. I can't have all the music all the way through it.
Yeah, why not though?
Wow.
Might as well.
Okay, there we are. Okay.
Just wait for the music. You've got to come in at the right time.
Okay, yeah.
Good morning, this is the warm-up on talkSPORT. I'm Olly Clink, he's Charlie Baker. Plenty on the way for you until 1 o'clock, which is in the afternoon. We'll look back on the Carabao Cup first round, the big boys breezing through. We'll look ahead to the new EFL season as well. There's Scottish Premier League action today. Celtic, Hearts and Rangers all playing this afternoon. And David Tannum will join us for a preview of that. I've been speaking to Tottenham's Conor Gallagher, so we'll hear from him and we'll bring you all the usual fun and games, the footballer game, question of talk and plenty more. This is
question of talk's your one, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I haven't nicked that from anywhere.
No.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you?
Good morning, Olly. We've already seen each other, so you're asking me how I am. We've already had that conversation, but I'm very, very well, thank you.
Yeah, you didn't ask me how I was.
I'm not bothered.
in that time.
I'll tell you I am. I am annoyed that once again Talk United's season begins and we are sawn off by refs. I'm going in early on this.
Good point against Horsham, though, isn't it?
It is a good point against Horsham. They played very, very well. But if you are gonna disallow a goal, Olly, you have to be very sure, don't you?
Oh yeah.
It should be on the attacker's side, right? Absolute.
I'm not sure.
It's you're not
sure about this.
But no, I take it all day. being sawn off over any VAR.
I think you're being harsh there.
Not being harsh at all.
No, I think you are.
I don't want VAR anywhere near the National League. So I take, look at me, I can moan about it, but I don't want VAR in the National League South.
Right.
But
you've been seen off. Are you sure?
We have been sawn off.
Are you sure you don't want VAR?
I don't want VAR.
I think there'll be some Horsham fans who disagree.
Congratulations to Horsham on their point in their cup final.
Newcastle United, though.
The Orange Cup winners, Ollie.
Trophy winners.
Yeah, is it the Orange Trophy or the Orange Cup?
It's the Trofeo Taranjo.
Oh,
apparently that's for beating Valencia.
Why is it a trophy?
I don't know, mate. Not
Do
sure.
they put
I think they just it's like
a trophy
some of the
on the
ones
end
you
of it.
get. Yeah, some of the ones you get in pre-season. We've got the Cellar Cup, I think.
Have you?
Emirates Cup.
What's the Cellar Cup?
When we were sponsored by Cellar, and actually I think they started calling it the Cellar Weekender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you coming up for the Cellar Weekender?
Oh, like trying to make it like the rugby league.
Yeah, a bit like Magic Weekend.
Magic Week.
The Cellar Weekender.
Famous in the football calendar. The Cellar Weekender.
Yeah. So
what does Cellar do?
They're not our sponsor anymore.
Oh.
But I think they do big events.
All right. You ever used them?
Usually based in Saudi, some of those events.
Ever had a can of Carabao?
I've had one.
Yeah.
I had one the day that Newcastle won the Carabao Cup.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Out on the Carabaos.
Absolutely. They do Carabao beer now.
Have you ever visited Rwanda?
I haven't. Have you?
No. Do you think anyone's ever visited Rwanda?
I'm not sure.
Because of that.
I'm not sure.
By the way, the Orange Cup, the Trophy de Orangina.
Yes.
Is it only ever played between Newcastle and Valencia?
It's played between a number of teams in Valencia. They are 33-time winners, Valencia. I mean, that's a tough record to beat, isn't it?
Hey.
But Arsenal lost it in 2009.
Did they?
Yeah. Villa winners in 2023.
Bottled the Orange Trophy.
Second again.
The Orange Trophy. So they won it. Did they lift it?
They lifted it.
Paraded it around the ground, or?
Yeah, and do you know what? Winning breeds winning, Charlie.
That's true.
Winning breeds. You get the feel of lifting silverware again.
Do you want to win it or not win it? What do you want to do?
You want to win it.
Exactly.
You're in it to win it. Of course you are.
So what was the score?
2-1.
Yeah.
Johan Wisser with a brace.
I tell you, he's gonna have a good season, Wisser.
Is he?
He's in now.
Yeah, I hope so.
He's spit.
He looked good at the World Cup.
He's joined a club and everyone's left.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, I wonder how he feels about everyone leaving around him. Lads?
Yeah.
Lads.
Are they arriving for pre-season? Or...
No, they've gone.
No, they're not there. Yeah.
Wisser.
But they've missed out on winning a trophy, Charlie.
They have. Guimaraes could have been there for the Orange Trophy win.
He'd have been lifting it,
No
Charlie.
wonder he's crying.
I reckon. Big time.
Did he say he cried?
Well, he cried in this apparent goodbye video.
Yeah.
Where he was saying that he loves the club and everything like that. Just leave.
His dream as a kid was to win the Orange Trophy, and he's not going to get a shot at that.
Arsenal had a shot in 2009, and they bottled it.
They bottled it, absolutely bottled it.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what low level trophy? Because I know the Spurs won the Audi
Cup,
the Audi Cup or the Audi Plate.
Yeah.
At one point, didn't they?
Yeah. Arsenal seem to have this Emirates Cup quite a lot.
They've got the Emirates Cup coming up, so there'll be a couple of new kits out this week.
What is the kit? It's the air hostess uniform for Emirates.
Arsenal bring out 2 new tracksuits. Ian Wright will be doing a poem.
Win the dog gets an extra sausage if they win it.
They'll all be there this week.
I love it. Yeah,
turning up.
Well, I'd love to know that. Where were you
when you won? Tell us which trophy it was.
For your most pointless trophy.
Most pointless trophy. Yeah, 1089.
Yeah. Please do. Torquay add anyone? Any weird wins? Any?
Listen, we'll take everything.
Strange.
We'll take anything we've got ever.
Our assistant producer Tom Diamond, who's a big Torquay fan, he was telling me you were in something. I think back in the 90s, might be wrong.
Sherpa Van final.
Yeah, and you won a van. Is that right?
Won a van. Won a minibus. We were in the final against Bolton Wanderers. Scored first at Old Wembley. Amazing day out. It was 10. Amazing day out. Dean Edwards scored after about 12 minutes, and we went 1-0 up. Then we lost 4-1. So it was, but
yeah,
no problem.
Yeah,
but we still got the day out at Wembley. Amazing. But yeah, part of the getting to the final was a Sherpa van.
No way.
Was it a minibus, and we used it, I think, for the next 20 years to get players to training. I think it might even might even still be there. I don't know. I can't imagine it's still there.
Roughly, what year was that?
80s. The 80s, and I think we kept it to about 1989 it was.
I wonder what happened to the Sherpa van.
Well, I think eventually it probably all just fell apart.
Really?
If you read Gary Nelson, there's a brilliant Gary Nelson book. Remember the player Gary Nelson? Probably not.
No.
Played for Fulham and Charlton.
Okay.
Brilliant book called Left Foot in the Grave. And he talked about the Sherpa van in that and going in that. So, what did your club win? What pointless trophies has your club won?
Yeah.
8-10-89.
8-10-89. Charlie, I see your rivals Truro City won their first game yesterday. They're off to a winning start.
Doesn't mean anything.
What talk are you doing? Drawing with relegation, battling
doesn't mean anything.
Horsham.
Unbeaten.
Horsham, who had some dodgy decisions against them.
The invincible season. The invincible season. Truro City, yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah.
I think they'll be mid-table.
Sunderland won the prestigious 1906 trophy against Long yesterday, a close rival to our Papa John's Cup win a few years ago.
No, the Papa John's is what the Sherpa van.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
I see. So did Sunderland win a lifetime supply of pizzas? Or
I don't know. Yeah, well, I wonder if you do get a bunch of free Papa John's for life. Papa John's black card.
Yeah, they lost that final as well to Pompey. The Papa John's. I just wanted to get that in there. It's a tough season that for Sunderland. I think they lost.
Why do you hate Sunderland so much?
Just not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Not a big fan. To be honest.
Not a big fan of them.
Maybe because their squad's better.
So what did they win yesterday? The 1906 trophy.
Yeah, the 1906 trophy against Long yesterday.
Okay. Have they just started putting trophies on these games now?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works. The Super Cup turned Forest into European champions. These trophies are a bit too prestigious, I think. We want.
Yeah, no, these are too good.
Newcastle won the Intertoto Cup in 2006.
Yeah, but that's still pretty good.
It's good,
isn't it?
Fulham won it in 2004, apparently.
Fulham never won anything, have they? They've never won a major trophy, have they?
But does the Intertoto Cup count? I think it does.
Intertoto.
You know, everyone was like, "Oh, Newcastle won this 70."
Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, she was into Toto. Toto's the dog.
I got it.
You got it. Okay, it was just a little try.
No, it's all right.
Just trying to lighten up your Sunday morning.
Yeah. We're in Kansas.
I know you're high on life because you've won the orange trophy.
I can't wait for the parade.
They would do it.
They would, yeah. Mandarins been thrown everywhere.
Yeah, oranges, mandarins.
Yeah, whatever.
Different cup, different, isn't it?
Different cup.
Different cup.
Different fruit. I won the Mandarin Cup, mate.
Won the Mandarin Cup.
You never sing that.
That comes in segments. There we are.
Text us on 81089.
It's also given me some other questions to ask you here. Do you want them or not? Have we got a break? No, okay. It says, can you see Operation Youth working out? How was Operation Youth yesterday?
Newcastle 2.0. There's some good young players, by the way. Yeah. Sean Sturr, who we've bought in from Ajax, who's 18 years old.
Okay.
He looked very good in midfield. Bazamana Toure as well on the left wing. He looked lively. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I think for the new manager, it's going to be about trying to get the best out of some of the players who haven't performed well so far, including Johan Wisser, who got a couple of goals.
Are they going for like the Chelsea business model rather than the sort of Man City business model they were going for?
Yeah, I think that when they looked at last summer, they went for a few players that were Premier League proven, João Pedro or even someone like a Liam Delap, and they just missed out on them. And this time around, they've tried to go
for... now? Huh? Would you have Liam Delap now if you wanted him?
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind it, but actually, number 9 position, we're all right, I think.
Oh, okay.
Asula, Johan Wisser, Voltemada can play there as well, so I think we're okay there.
Right.
We need some midfielders, Charlie, I think. We just need a bit of experience in the middle of the park because Bruno's obviously gone. I think they'll be absolutely fine. Loads of people saying that Newcastle are going to get relegated or that they're in crisis.
Not this season.
Nah.
I said to you when we worked together last week, I said the 3 that came up are the 3 that will go down.
Yeah.
Absolutely guarantee it. So it's actually not a bad season for a development season for Newcastle.
Yeah. And that's a Baker guarantee.
And that is guaranteed. I'd like a stamp.
Yeah, exactly. This is good from Martin. QPR won the Ibiza Cup in 2006.
This is more like it.
Oh, I love that.
We want more information, please, Martin.
Was O'Hara at QPR in that time?
I expect so.
He must have been.
Where was it held? Lineker's?
Yeah.
That's not Ibiza, I don't really know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Is that?
It is. Yeah.
Never been to.
Lineker's live streamed the game. And then, after party in Pasha, I reckon.
There we are. You're into all that, aren't you, Ollie? You're a big sort of Ibiza sort of dancer.
Yeah. Are you not?
You're a sort of podium dancer, are you, Ollie?
Podium dancer?
Yeah, on your little tighty whities.
Well, if you won the Orange Cup, why not? This is the warm-up here on talkSPORT. Plenty still to come for you. We'll look back on the Carabao Cup first round. We'll also look at some of the Scottish football coming up today as well. This is talkSPORT.
But the Vinny Jr. one was a audacious attempt, to say the least.
Big word for you.
I've been learning this
You
book that
have
I've been
been.
reading. They've got these big words in. I'm trying to keep them in my brain. No, but it was always going to be tough shit, man. Like Vinny Jr. leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal, it just doesn't sound right. As Arsenal fans might get angry, I'll say it, but like, imagine Neymar Jr. at Barcelona. He's not going to leave Barcelona for Arsenal. They're always going to come to an agreement. Real Madrid aren't going to let a talent like that at 26. Do you know what I mean? What's he worth on the market? I know he's got a year left, but what's he worth, Vinny Jr.? Over 100 million easily. Real Madrid are never going to let that go. And Vinny Jr. in his mind won't want to leave Real Madrid. Imagine the crowds in Brazil, the people that love Vinny Jr. because he plays for Real Madrid. I just can't see it.
Well, that is interesting because it was my understanding that it was if he wanted to leave Real Madrid. There's never been a he wants to leave Real Madrid.
He's not said it, has he?
He's looking for the right offer. He's looking at Mbappe going, can I get money close to that? Can I get a deal close to that?
Of course.
And if they're not going to give me what I deserve, then yes, I would be interested in what Mikel Arteta is doing. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal are a massive club and they are on the verge of winning the Champions League. They're looking to go back-to-back Premier League champions. They absolutely can, right? They can. So, and I think he would get them over the line.
Derby 1, Lincoln 2. So Derby have got themselves a foothold in this game. It's been scored by Sammy Smodic.
Swansea 0, Birmingham City 1. It was a low cross into the box by Carlos Vicente, finding August Prisk. He backheeled the ball into the opposite corner of the keeper's net.
Right edge of the penalty area, early cross, and the header is put away by Tati Castellanos.
Cardiff 3, Swindon 2, Cardiff back in front, and it is the big new signing, Jack Moylan.
It's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Bolton Wanderers 0. Bolton down to 10 men and have been punished by Jamal Lowe's goal.
Burton 1, Blackburn Rovers 2, and it's Jayden Fevrier off the bench on debut for Blackburn Rovers.
Preston 1, Huddersfield 1 in 90 minutes, and Preston win 4-3 on penalties. And it's Bergsorg who's also scored Preston's decisive goal in the penalty shootout.
8 minutes to go, it's Stoke 2, Oldham 0. Two substitutes combining. Robert Bosenic, played through by Bae Jun-ho. Watford 1, Crawley 0. One absolute screamer by Mark Boller.
Right-footed, Belshaw went the right way but couldn't quite get there. And Walker celebrates in front of the Burnley fans over in that left corner.
Kachukwu is into the area, checks onto his left foot and scores! A brilliant moment for the young man, and that sends Southampton through to round 2 without any question at all.
This is the warm-up on talkSPORT with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. That's how the first round of the Carabao Cup sounded on.
Exciting, wasn't it?
Oh, it was good stuff.
I was moaning about the Carabao Cup sort of being at the start. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good little step up, little bridge between the pre-season friendlies and the league starting.
Yeah, and also they've been playing strong teams, a lot of these sides, because they're getting ready for the new season.
It gets people. I'm assuming there were some ticket deals and that sort of stuff, so you get kids involved.
Lots of away fans travelling up and around the country, which is great.
Finally can get out of the house.
Yeah, and obviously the first round of a trophy. We've been talking about some of the the big trophies your sides have won in pre-season. Palace won the Zenith Data Systems Cup in 1991.
Zenith Data.
Up until last year, it was our biggest trophy.
Zenith Data, though.
Zenith Data.
I wonder if Zenith Data still exists.
Potentially.
Do you know what I mean? I wonder if the company
maybe
still exists.
Maybe. There's one here from Luke. When coaching my son's football team, we won the Belmont Car Park Trophy.
Good news.
Get a space for life. I think so.
Say what, we'd all take it.
And you could park your Sherpa van in there if you've got one.
Get the lot in there.
Yeah.
Wolves apparently won the Texaco Cup in 1971, says Ryan. And he says, I don't think they got a lifetime supply of petrol.
Of petrol.
No, why not?
That is a shame.
Go for it, Ryan.
That is a shame. Anyway, let's look back on that Carabao Cup first round. Ryan Dilks joins us now, EFL expert, podcaster, YouTuber and journalist. Ryan, how you doing?
Hello, Ryan.
Good morning, lads. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Yeah, really good, thank you. We had our first live game on talkSPORT of the domestic season on Friday night. Borough against Wrexham. Borough came through 1-0 winners. If you put the cup aside, like I say, they both played quite strong teams. Do you think both of those will be in the mix for promotion this season?
I do. I mean, Middlesbrough have been going hell for leather in the transfer window so far. If my calculations are correct, then I believe Middlesbrough will have now spent the most money ever in a single transfer window in Championship history for a side without parachute payments. I think we're on course for them to spend over 40 million if all the deals that they're rumoured to be completing are to go through in the coming days. So yes, Middlesbrough I would expect to be up there. Plus they've got a very good manager in Kim Hellberg, and they came very close to promotion 3 times last season. Of course, they lost in the playoff semi-finals, then lost in the final as well as missing out on promotion in the final day of the normal season. So yes, I'd expect Middlesbrough to be there. And then Wrexham, we all know the story there. I expect them to spend pretty heavily in the final few weeks of the window, even though they haven't actually done that much so far. I think they've only made one signing, which is quite surprising for Wrexham. But yeah, I would expect them to strengthen pretty significantly in the coming weeks, and both of them I imagine will be competing. Well, Middlesbrough definitely for the automatics. Wrexham will be hoping for a playoff spot this season, definitely.
Yeah, I think this is the toughest Championship season in a long time because the big teams that have come down. West Ham, I think, will walk it, to be honest. But the rest of the positions, I think any of 10 teams could get in there.
Yeah, I've been putting together my league table predictions because it's that time of year where I've got to force myself to try and predict how this league is going to go when we've still got a few weeks of the transfer window. But I was genuinely thinking you could make a fair case for about 13 teams finishing. Well, they'll all be thinking we need to finish in the playoffs this season. There'll be other teams who will be thinking we've got a chance. So, yeah, I agree with you, Charlie. I think West Ham, we could be looking at them absolutely trouncing the league this season, but the rest of it is totally up for grabs.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Bowen scoring yesterday against Portsmouth. You've got Castellanos with a couple too.
Big deflection for Bowen. Did you see it?
Oh, huge.
See the goal, huge deflection.
Are you giving it to
Did he? I thought it was an own goal myself, but good luck to him.
Taking goals off Bowen already.
For staying around, he gets to keep the goal.
Yeah, you do get the sense that the West Ham will kick on, but it's also, I think sometimes when some of those big teams drop down, you have to get back to those winning ways and that winning mentality again. Sometimes there's a bit of a slow start, but I can imagine West Ham kicking on. What about Southampton? I was chatting to Perry Groves, who was there for us last night for talkSPORT, and he was telling me there's a lot of solidarity between the fans and the players after the whole Spygate situation. But you feel the manager, Tondereka, he's still got some winning over to do, hasn't he?
Yeah, Southampton are a really difficult one to predict this season because if you look at their squad on paper, you could make a fair case that they have got the second strongest squad in the division behind we all know who. Southampton have just got so many things hanging over their head right now in terms of players potentially going out the door. We've got, obviously, the manager situation. Tondereker's been charged by the FA. He's still awaiting a punishment on that. There's been talk of a ban, but right now, we just don't know. And is there some sort of friction between the players and the coaching staff after what was a big breach of trust in the entire Spygate scandal, which, as far as we're aware, the players knew nothing about? So if things do start off pretty badly, could we start to see a bit of bad blood brewed there? I don't know. I think there's some things that you just can't really take into account with Southampton. But if you do look at the form that they showed in the second half of last season and the overall strength of that squad, they should be competing for promotion. But there's just a couple of things there that make me wonder whether things may not go as planned this coming season.
You mentioned there that, you can make a case for a number of teams in the Championship. Anyone that you think could be a bit of a dark horse this season, Ryan, if you're putting your neck on the line?
Norwich? Norwich.
Norwich, definitely. I am a big fan of Philippe Clement and the stuff that he did there at Norwich last season. I think when you look at teams in the past in the Championship, there's a good track record of teams who end the final, the previous season really, really well and then go on to get promoted the following season. Coventry, case in point of that. So Norwich, I think, are definitely a case there. One team who, I mean, based on the bookies' odds, seem to be massively underrated in my eyes is Queen's Park Rangers.
Okay.
Because they've got a very talented young squad of players who could all really step up in unison this coming season. So I think QPR are one I'd give a shout for. The other one, if you're looking at basing this off the bookies' odds, is Millwall, because Millwall finished third last season, only missed out on promotion on the final day of the season. Yet the bookies reckon they were going to finish mid-table this season, and I have no idea why, because as far as I'm aware, nothing's changed there. So I think
they've been
Norwich,
thereabouts the last few years, haven't they? So it's, you sort of think,
Well, Millwall are just a very smartly run club. We talk about the clubs in the Premier League, your Brentfords, your Brightons, who just don't ever seem to get many decisions wrong. Millwall aren't that far off in that regard. So as long as you keep doing that, if you're a club who does that again and again and again, you tend to eventually get promoted. So yeah, I won't be surprised if Millwall are right up there again.
Yeah, so many other teams we haven't even mentioned as well. Wolves and Birmingham and Derby, they'll all have hopes of trying to make their way up into the Premier League. What about the other end of the table then, Ryan? Who's looking in a bit of trouble, do you think?
Well, one thing I'll say on Derby is I'm a Derby fan, and based off what I saw at Lincoln, against Lincoln yesterday, I'm not sure we're going to be there. But, you know, there's a fair few weeks of the window left. As far as the other end of the table, I mean, Blackburn Rovers, a club who have been very poorly run for a long amount of time now. So it wouldn't surprise me if they go through the trapdoor this coming season. I'm looking at the weird thing is, this is a stat I didn't really take into account heading into this season, but we've actually gone 5 seasons now, I think, where we haven't had a team get promoted from League One go straight back down.
Okay.
But as I sit here right now, I'm struggling to make a case for Lincoln, considering they've got one of the smallest budgets we've ever seen in the Championship and lost their manager who got them promoted last season. So, yeah, not looking good for them. And then
they
again,
they did do a lot of Tottenham away sort of chanting, didn't they? You know, so
yes,
they have sort of invited it on themselves a little bit.
But yeah, as far as my predictions were going that I was doing the other day, you could make a fair case for the other half of the division who don't think they'll be getting in the playoffs this season, because I mean, there's some big clubs who, Sheffield United, they have had a disastrous summer so far with
Watford haven't had a great time, and I don't know how well run they are at the moment. So I fancy Watford to struggle.
But there's tension behind the scenes apparently with shareholders. The former owner issued a winding up order, and I just get the sense Chris Wilder's not very happy. And we all know Chris Wilder does have a tendency to, you know, throw his toys out the pram.
Well, he must be due to be Sheffield United manager again soon.
At some point.
Yeah.
Just finally, Ryan, how are you feeling overall about Derby? Doesn't feel like you're that optimistic for the season, but it was quite a good campaign last time out.
I'm not sure I'm not optimistic. There's just question marks in the air. Of course, we've got this impending investment coming in from Turki Al Sheikh, the Saudi boxing promoter, which is apparently set to be confirmed in the coming days, which I flipping hope so, because Derby need strengthening in the transfer window. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We just need to make sure that investment comes in. And if that does happen, then, yeah, Derby should be looking to spend a fair bit of money in the coming weeks. But until then, we're looking very weak in places.
Well, Smodix will get you 20 goals, you know.
I mean, the goal he scored yesterday was outstanding.
It's another Baker guarantee, by the way.
He'll get you 20 goals.
20 goals. There you go.
Guaranteed. Hell of a player. I mean, Smodix.
There we go. Ryan, thank you very much indeed, mate.
Thanks, Ryan.
No problem, gents.
There we go. Ryan Dilks, EFL expert. Zenith.
Are you writing the guarantees down, by the way, so you can come back end of the season?
No, I'm making sure they're being...
Smodix, 12 goals, Charlie. What are you...
It's going to be a montage of Baker guarantees that we'll play at the end of the season. Zenith Data Systems went out of business in 1996.
Oh,
what a shame.
Spent all that money sponsoring a massive trophy, and...
No, there we go. That's probably what did it.
Sad times. What did Zenith Data Systems do? Just data.
It's data stuff.
Like the internet did for them.
It got taken over by Brentford.
I like it when you see a shop called like Computer 2000.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, good.
We have a text here. Have you guys taken off your West Ham goggles yet and looked at Wolves' squad?
Yes.
And Raul, Andre, all with Premier League experience.
They'll go up. Wolves will be up. Wolves and West Ham.
I mentioned Wolves.
West Ham and Wolves will be guaranteed to go up.
Yeah. Kieran Trippier, good sign.
Guaranteed. Don't even bother playing the season. Just come back. Come back in April, May. You'll be promoted.
Why not?
Don't get stressed about it.
Yeah, then play Valencia. See if you'll win the Orange Cup like
Enjoy yourself for a year. Have a year off it.
Keep your strange competitions coming in and where you were for that big win. I always remember where I was for the Diriyah Cup that Newcastle won.
Oh yeah, where were you?
Saudi Arabia. Oh, I can't remember.
Well,
I've got no idea. No, I must have been on holiday, Charlie, but I celebrated. Oh boy, did I celebrate!
Think they've still got all these trophies somewhere?
They've got. I mean, Newcastle's trophy cabinet, definitely. Yeah. There's plenty of room in there.
You got a new one last year.
Yeah, you've got no room in yours because there's a van parked in it.
There used to be a van.
Maybe the van is the trophy cabinet.
Wonder where the van is.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to find out.
Maybe it's the van that's cursed.
Maybe.
Rather than
Get rid of the van and you're going up.
I think maybe.
Another Baker guarantee. This is the warm-up here on talkSPORT. Coming up next, we'll hear from Conor Gallagher.
Your thoughts on Vinicius Junior then, Arsenal losing out in that. Were you hopeful or were you doubtful?
Do you know what? I was a little bit in the middle, really. I thought, look, he's a player that will be certainly improve Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. He's got so much talent. But also, he's at Real Madrid, like Andy Townsend said. Why would you want to leave Real Madrid, as Andy says? But whether he wanted a different change of lifestyle and whatever, whether he wanted to go to London, I don't know. But I think what he's done, he's played the market, isn't he? So he's gone, right, we know Arsenal are interested. His agent's probably going to Real Madrid. Well, Arsenal, we're thinking about going to Arsenal, and they've panicked a little bit, probably got an unbelievable deal now, 6-year contract. And he's gone, right, okay, yeah, I'll stay then.
Yeah.
Done. And so he's played both sides, really, which a lot of agents do, a lot of players do as well. But I was always 50-50, really. If he comes to the club, great. But if he doesn't, it's not the end of the world.
Absolutely, you move on from it. I mean, it's absolutely dead now. He is staying at Real Madrid for 6 years, as you mentioned. But, you know, how important was that to get that idea that Arsenal were starting to flirt with world-class players, with somebody who would be a marquee signing?
You've got to do that. You've got to do that.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, you've got to do that.
They've done it, the champ.
I won the Golden Glow Stick Award for Best Hardcore Rave MC back in 2011 in Hereford.
Well, that's Gaz the Wolves fan. We had Gaz the Wolves fan do some rave MCing a couple of weeks ago on the halftime show that we do.
MC Gazzy J.
Yeah.
How was he?
Yeah. Excellent.
Did he bring in his golden glow stick?
We do a halftime show now and again on the and we had Olly, the 8-year-old trombone player.
How was he?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yesterday we did one, and we had someone doing the Bart Simpson rap, but in the style of David Attenborough. Good show.
Was it good?
You're listening to TalkSPORT.
With me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. Chelsea Worthless Cups won the Europa Conference League, the FIFA Club World Cup from Andy. For Chelsea, I guess.
Yeah.
Conference League.
Exactly.
Yeah, they shouldn't even have been in that, I reckon. Cardiff City won the Algarve Cup in July 2008.
Well done.
Nice one to win.
They beat Vitória de Guimarães 2-1 in their opening. Then defeated Celtic 1-0 in the final at the Estadio Algarve. Good stadium, that. That's good. That'll have a World Cup game a few years time.
Yeah. The tournament also featured Middlesbrough. Cardiff finished top on points and lifted the trophy.
Oh, yes.
Well done, Where were you, though, John, for that? Where were you?
Where were you?
Oh, love it. You mentioned Tottenham a bit earlier, Charlie. Yeah. The Audi Cup.
The Audi Cup. Was it the Audi Plate or the Audi Cup? That was the only thing for a while that Harry Kane had ever won.
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't it?
Didn't he join? And then he joined Bayern.
And they didn't win a thing.
They didn't win anything, even the little Community Shield or equivalent over there as well.
Then that season, Spurs won the UEFA Cup. So it's actually Harry Kane holding them back.
Yeah, the Kane curse, a bit like the Sherpa Van curse.
Whoa,
Torquay. Now, in terms
referee
of
curse, yes.
Yeah, talking of Tottenham, I caught up with their midfielder Conor Gallagher.
Oh, that's nice. So we're playing one of your interviews, are we?
We are, yeah.
That's nice.
Why not?
Is there no other platform for it anywhere else?
No one else wanted to
put
play
it into this show. Before we go in, was he a nice guy?
Lovely guy. I've spoken to him before too, and just he comes across very well.
Yeah.
Speaks well. Spoke very highly about Roberto De Zerbi, as I'm sure.
Good. Yeah.
In just a moment, and also there's so many new faces through the door.
He wasn't quite fit when he turned up, was he? But he looks fit. He looks fit now, and I think it's a really good signing for Spurs.
I mean, he played a massive part in keeping them up.
No,
he scored that goal at Villa when Villa kind of threw it all away, let down the nation for a lot of people because they kind of played that weakened team, and then Spurs managed to get that win. And West Ham fans weren't happy about that, of course. But Conor Gallagher was brilliant in that game, and De Zerbi loves him too. So here's some of my chat with him. I started by asking him how different the feel around the club is now compared to when he arrived at Spurs in January.
Yeah, I mean, a big difference. It was obviously a really tough few months at the back of last season. But ultimately, I think we finished the season well. And we've come out of the whole experience better off. And I think this pre-season we're really confident and positive. You know, we have a lot of new lads who have been great so far. So it's definitely a different feel to the club, and I'm really enjoying it so far and looking forward for the season to start.
What do you feel was the main thing that you learned from that difficult spell that you had as a person, as a player, because it might not have been something you'd been through before?
It was a weird situation. Obviously, when I first came to Spurs, they weren't doing great, but they weren't like in a relegation battle. The manager got sacked soon after I signed, and then the new manager came in, and that was really difficult. I think the team were in a low moment. I think confidence was low, and we weren't going into games, positively like we should be, and you could see that with our performances. So as soon as the new manager came in and kind of got us playing again, gave us more confidence, and like you could see the performances improved, and now it's time to kick on and have a great season.
I've got to ask you about Roberto De Zerbi, because you sometimes see clips of him on the training ground and the passion that he brings. But I wanted to ask you, given your time at Atletico Madrid, who's more intense, Simeone or De Zerbi?
Simeone's more intense, for sure. Maybe it was the the language barrier that made it more intense, but I feel like with Roberto, he's not as intense as what he comes across. He's a really nice man, and obviously an amazing manager, and you don't feel tense when you're playing. You kind of feel more free, and which is really important as a player, to feel free and be natural, and and that's what I really like about him.
And he's spoken about you in very positive terms. I think he said having you was like having a 12th man on the pitch. And that must be so nice to hear. How good is he as a manager at getting that message across to you?
Yeah, it's obviously a really nice thing to say. I always try and give 100% when I'm on the pitch, so it means a lot. I think with the gaffer, he comes across like, and he is like this, how he just wants to keep the ball possession, like that's all that matters, but he really likes and cares about the other side of it, which maybe I'm a bit better at than the other side of it, which is the hard work, being aggressive, pressing and stuff, the dirty side of it, you can say, and I think he really likes that as well. So yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, hence why you're perfect for him. Listen, there's been plenty of new faces come into the club: Andy Robertson, Marcos Senesi, Jan-Paul Van Hecke, Sandro Tonali, Mateus Fernandes in that midfield as well. How much has that added competition up those standards?
Yeah, of course, and that's how it should be at a club as big as Tottenham. You should have competition in every position, and there should be top players all over the pitch. So yeah, we're really happy to have these new players and the talent and the experience they bring as well. So yeah, it's only a good thing, and all the players are really nice guys as well, which makes it a lot easier and nicer to train with and play with week in, week out.
One man who should be back in and amongst it is James Maddison. It does look like he's copied your hairstyle. Did you send him to your barber? What's been going on there?
No, he's not. He's not copied me. To be fair to him, he's put in the blonde highlights now, and I've got rid of the blonde highlights. So there's a slight difference, to be fair to him. But no, having Madders back will be amazing. He's obviously a top player, and he has so much quality. So I'm really excited for him to be back playing on a consistent basis.
Did you get rid of the highlights because he got them?
No, I got rid of them a while back now. But to be fair, it looks good on him. So yeah, fair play.
Yeah, there we go. Conor Gallagher. You ever considered blonde highlights?
Ask him about his hair.
Yeah, why not?
What are you asking footballers about their hair for?
Because they love it, don't they? They love it.
Hair, do they?
And yeah, and he knew everything about what Maddison had done as well, didn't he? No, he went in, got the frosted tips. I've taken mine out. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
You ever had frosted tips, Charlie?
No.
Would you consider it?
No.
Would you do it on the moustache?
No.
I think you should.
No, I don't.
I think you'd rock it.
You have to just leave yourself alone, Ollie.
Do you?
Just what you get is what you get.
Okay. I didn't do that.
Just take what you get naturally. That's it. Because you have other things that,
Yeah.
that come up in place.
I think you'd suit it, or full blonde.
Full blonde.
Full blonde Baker.
Well, it's too late now. I'm 50 now. If I dyed my hair blonde now, I'd get, my wife would be calling the doctors in. Be a Porsche next or a motorbike.
Yeah,
no, it's a good interview, Ollie, and he sounded like a nice guy. And I was just saying to you then off that I think that's a good midfield.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of competition.
Him and Maddison.
Yeah, Maddison and Kulusevski could be coming back.
Yeah,
Tonali, Fernandes. So yeah, there's a lot going on at Spurs.
So you're tipping Spurs for the league?
I think they're
interesting.
Do you know what as well? I think their main assets, their manager. I'm not tipping. Is this another Baker guarantee? No, do you know what? I'm putting it in. It's going in the montage.
I'm
going to edit it cleverly.
Not guaranteeing Spurs the league at all. I think they're going to have a good season. I think they'll be top 7.
I think De Zerbi is the key asset. I think
maybe even top 5.
Maybe top 5. Are you going to do a Baker guarantee for that?
I do, but no, there's no guarantee. You've started the guarantee.
I like it.
To do with me. I'm going to say I think Arsenal win the league, and I think Liverpool. Arsenal or Liverpool win the league.
Go on, stamp it. Stamp it. And if they don't happen, you have to dye your hair blonde.
No, I don't need to do that sort of thing. But I think Spurs get top 5. I think they have a really good season.
No European football as well, so yeah, they could have a very good
Chelsea
season
have a
indeed.
good season.
Chelsea. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, weren't we? Dark horses.
Maresca gone by Christmas.
Really? Have you chikunked that? You've chikunked Maresca gone by Christmas. What? The hot takes today on the warm-up. Unbelievable.
Say these things. No one listens. No one brings it back up.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. It's going to be all over social media. Seriously, I'm going to have a word with the team. This is the warm-up here on talkSPORT with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. In just a moment, we'll play the footballer game.
No smoke without fire. Of course not. He is interested in the Arsenal project.
Arsenal going
if he's to leave Real Madrid.
Arsenal going for Vinny Jr. is like me sending Rihanna a message on Instagram saying that I'd love you to come to the Bullring in Birmingham. I want to take you around Birmingham on a date. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, he's not leaving Real Madrid to come to Arsenal, one league title in over 20 years, can't win a Champions League in their whole existence. He's not going to come to Arsenal. He's used Arsenal to get an extra 5, 6, 7, 8 million pound a year, and he's going to sign a new contract at Arsenal. Sign a new contract at Real Madrid. Simple. What he's doing. Arsenal have been used.
Did you ever shoot your shot with Rihanna though? Did you ever DM?
I might have. Yeah, I might have. That's private business. I might have.
But the point is, we know that Arsenal have made a go at Vinicius Junior, so they've tried.
And maybe I tried, and it didn't work out.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out for Arsenal, is it?
You make me cringe.
No, one league title in over 20 years. Never won the Champions League. Can't sit at the big table of the Champions League winning clubs like Villa, Nottingham Forest, Celtic. And you think you're going to go and sign Vinny Jr., the fan base that Vinny Jr.'s got in South America because he plays for Real Madrid.
It's not...
Rodri.
Good morning, this is the warm-up on talkSPORT with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker, giving his Baker guarantees
today.
Throughout the first hour.
So if people want to ask me a question, I'll give them the guaranteed answer.
8, 10, 89.
About anything.
About anything.
About anything, football-based or not.
8, 10, 89 for a Baker guarantee. Do the... Go on. There you go. There you go. Hearing that a lot all the way up until 1 o'clock. Now, though, it's time to play the footballer game. Delighted to say. Former Arsenal winger Perry Groves is with us.
Colchester.
And Colchester. And Southampton.
Yeah.
Not Southampton.
Don't bring Southampton up, Ollie. They don't
not
like
going to be put in the Hall of Fame, put it that way. That ain't happening.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good. A couple of innate cups for you if you fancy it.
Yeah.
Colts United won the Watney Cup in the early 70s.
Watney's Party 7.
That was what it was. It was the invitation cup for the teams that scored the most goals the season before but hadn't got promoted or been in Europe. So they drew 4-4 with West Brom away from home at the All Hawthorns and won 4-3 on penalties. And when I was with the Gooners, we won the Centenary Cup. There's one for you.
100 years.
Bound from Europe, weren't they? 5 years. So they thought we got to make up. So they made up a cup, the Centenary Cup.
Who'd you beat?
We beat Aston Villa at Villa Park.
I
think it was 2. I'm pretty sure it was 2-1.
Did you
play?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was just running around being a nuisance as I normally did as well. Yeah.
Did you get your hands on the trophy though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had a proper trophy. It went up in the stand and had a proper trophy lift and trophy presentation.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Went mad.
Yeah. So
you still got your medal?
It's somewhere. It's up in a loft of somewhere. It might be up in me.
If Perry walked around with all his medals,
it'd be way down.
You'd hear him a mile off.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Be like a cat with a bell.
My boys got one. My 2 boys have got the medal each. One obviously for the Championship League. Right.
Oh, fantastic.
But I said to him they're on loan just in case.
Who's got the Watney? Can I have that one?
I need them back.
Can I
Watney
take
Cup.
the Centenary one.
Centenary one. I'll fight if you want it. I'll I'll see if I can dig
What
it
are you
out
gonna
for
do
you.
with it?
It's got to be
That's
somewhere.
Cool though, isn't it? It's the only medal I have from football, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Reese is here. How you doing, Reese? You well?
Good morning, chaps. Yeah.
Morning,
Good.
Reece.
Great.
You okay?
Fantastic.
Out of 10, Reese?
We'll go for a 7. Why not?
7.
Oh,
Absolutely.
giddy.
Nice.
Reese is giddy.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Now, our AP today, Tom Diamond, was slated to play the game, but you found out he's a Torquay fan, so you've ditched him off air, I understand.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Can't have more than one.
You can't have more than one Torquay fan on.
Too many goals in one room. Doesn't work. does it?
Totally.
Come on, you
Totally.
guys. Come on, you yellows.
Okay, time to play then, Reese.
Yep. Our first footballer began his career at Newcastle United in 2006, staying until 2011, scoring 31 goals in 80 games. He was loaned out to Preston for the 2007-8 season, where he scored once in 11 before moving on to Liverpool, where he stayed between 2011 and 2013, scoring 6 in 44. They loaned him out to West Ham for the 2012-2013 season, scoring 7 in 24. He made his move to Upton Park permanent, where he stayed between 2013
This isn't easy.
and 2019, where he scored
We're not getting this. We're not
The only
getting
thing is, I don't
26
feel the
and
pressure.
102.
Come on, Ollie, any danger?
Yeah, no, come on.
Have a,
He then
you
moved-
say a name, Ollie.
He then went back to Newcastle between 2019 and 2021, scoring once in 37 games before moving on to Reading.
Andy Carroll.
It is Andy Carroll.
Oh, well Googled.
Did someone,
That took too
someone
long.
message you?
All
that?
those Newcastles, and you got him off Reading.
Someone
Do you know
message you
what?
that?
The Preston threw me there.
Yeah?
Big time, yeah. Because the
Yeah.
loan, yeah, I didn't think
He
about
gets sent off yesterday.
He got sent off yesterday for
Andy,
Dagenham, yeah.
Andy, well, he's part owner.
He's
of the
part
club
owner,
as well. Yeah, he got sent off.
Assistant manager.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's the standard of reffing in the National League South.
Ian Allison's son's the manager. Dagenham Redbridge. How do you give a rollicking to
Ian
Andy
Allison's son.
Because he's your boss. It's weird.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Okay,
Our
here we
second
go.
footballer.
Ollie's got one. Did you get that, Ollie? Or did you Google
Well,
it?
it's
Yeah,
me,
no, he got one.
Charlie
He got
nil,
one.
Perry nil.
Okay.
Our second footballer began his career at Torquay United in 1987, staying for just the one season, scoring 3 goals in 14 games. This earned him a move to Manchester United in 1988. It is Lee Sharp. There we go.
That's a very easy one, though.
Yeah. Well, they've got to be. They've got to.
Yeah, I know you had a lot. I suppose as it goes on,
Yeah, no, it
someone
gets
else
tougher
could
as
have
you go
got it,
along.
wasn't it?
Still happy with it, aren't you?
Yeah.
On the back of the net.
Perry in the dust at the moment.
£375,000.
Oh, by the way, are we playing for your centenary medal? I think we should.
Why not?
We're playing for it.
Bring it in.
All right. So it's me 1, Charlie 1, Perry
Me,
nil.
0.
Okay, Reece.
Fabian Herzl's up the old Ollie Clink, though.
I know.
Our third footballer began his career at Leeds in 2003, staying until 2005, not scoring in any of his 3 appearances for the club. He then moved on to Liverpool, where he didn't score in any of his 4 games. He was loaned out several times by the Reds. Once in 2006, he was loaned out to Sheffield Wednesday, where he didn't score in 9. That was in 2006. He was loaned to Charlton for the 06-07 season, where he played 36 games without scoring. And then was loaned out for the 2007-8 season, where he played 35 times and not scoring. He then moved on to West Brom between 2008 and 2011, where he didn't score in any of his 110 appearances. Before moving
Kirkdale.
Nope. He moved on to Bursaspor, where he stayed for 2 years between 2011 and 2013, not scoring in any of his 60
Chris
games.
Kirkland?
Nope. He then moved on
That's
to
what I meant.
Wigan.
Close.
That was the one. Between 2013 and 2015, not scoring in any of his 50 games.
Where was that?
Wigan. He then moved on to Derby between 2015 and 2021, where he didn't score in any of his 158 games, making 1 appearance on loan at Manchester City.
Scott Carson?
It is Scott Carson.
Oh, we were just talking about him earlier, weren't we?
Stinker.
Third goal,
Come on.
throw ball catch.
Yep.
I like what he did there, Reece, actually. Very good.
It's all right, mate.
Very good.
That's fantastic. Right,
that
so
it?
me 2,
No, a couple more.
Charlie 1, Perry nil.
Professional footballer.
Is
Perry.
the medal round my neck? I think it might be. Go on, Reece. Here we go.
Our next footballer began his career at Newcastle in 2004, staying into 2009, scoring 9 in 118 before moving on to Wigan between 2009 and 2011, scoring 15 in 83 before finishing his career at Aston Villa between 2011 and 2016, scoring 4 goals in 80 games.
Who moved to Wigan?
He played
Sean Maloney?
No, he played 2 games for France in 2010 and 2011.
Charles Nzogbia.
It is Charles Nzogbia.
Hat trick.
Come on.
I think they're very Clink. They were very
Clink heavy.
heavy.
Very Clink heavy.
Clink heavy.
It was like because he was.
Clink heavy.
Have I rigged it?
It's Clink
That's the
heavy.
question.
Did you
And I'm
put
very
it
clunky.
together? Clink?
Charlie, I got you Lee Sharp, mate.
He did get me Lee Sharp.
I did get you Lee Sharp.
Poor Perry. Perry's been.
What was the other talk he
Perry's
played?
got
you
naught.
threw in
He's
there?
lost his cut. He's come in. He's lost his trophy.
By the way, look, it's not as if, like, God loves
Look
a
at him.
trier.
Look at him
There's
writing
loads
all
of
the
work
notes
there, look.
down, everything.
Good working.
Yeah, let's
Say a word.
Perry gets half a mark for showing his work.
He said Chris Kirkdale, who doesn't even exist.
It's a made-up player.
So me 3, Charlie 1, Perry. I'll give you half a mark for
To working, yeah.
Why not? Got one more, Reece?
Yep, we got one more. Our final footballer began his career At Torquay United in 1992, staying until 1995, scoring 8 goals in 103 games. He then moved to Doncaster.
Keith Curle.
Nope, between 95 and 97.
Darren Moore.
It is Darren Moore.
Oh, the Torquay's on fire. To be fair, I've been done like a French rat there.
Who are you going to guess there, Perry? Darren May.
Two Newcastles, 2 Torquays.
Yeah, and yeah, I'll have the medal.
Really
When you're next in?
2 clubs, though,
When you're next in? Pick up the medal.
Off next Sunday, obviously, massive game.
Oh, yeah.
Next Sunday.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man City. So the following week, I'll have a little forage around in garages and my loft to see
It's
if
a
I
huge
can
game
find
if
it.
we win. If we don't win, it's just
Who cares? Yeah, exactly.
Is it a trophy, Perry?
What's that?
Community Shield, is it?
No, not at all.
If we win, it's good. If we don't win, it's a friendly.
Is it a trophy if you win it?
It's a trophy if you win. It's like the League Cup.
It's an exhibition.
It's a trophy. It's a trophy if you win it.
League Cup's much better.
I mean, for
I was on the
certain
Carabao beers all night after
the Carabao beers.
Yeah. You ever had one?
I've not had a Carabao beer, but I have had a Carabao. The green one's the best one.
Oh, is it? Oh, you've had multiple Carabao.
Okay. Look at your green one.
Yeah.
We tried them a few
Carabao.
years ago. The green Carabao is one that I can recommend. Other energy drinks are available.
Ollie, to keep all your points, can you spell Carabao?
Oh, okay. Carabao.
Very good.
Come on.
Can't argue with that.
Can you spell Queven Kelleher?
C.
I'll try it in the break. CAOOIMHE.
You've done it so far.
KELLEHER.
Well, I don't mind.
Come on.
I don't mind. I didn't mind it, though. I didn't mind it.
Oh, gave it a go. I've
good
lost
go.
the medal.
You were
Cheers for that, Charlie. I just had,
You
just
put
had
it
a bit
on
of
the line.
silverware in my back pocket.
You should be on Countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Replace
Right,
Jeff.
Go to the break, Ollie.
Yeah, anyway, this is the warm-up. Reece, thanks very much
Cheers, Reece.
indeed. With me, Ollie Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. We'll chat some Scottish football next.
Barcelona are now leading the race to sign Rodri from Manchester City, notwithstanding the loss that would be to City in a new era under Enzo Maresca. What's the latest on that? And is it the case that Real Madrid have dropped the ball here? Because it seemed to be, reading reports, that Real Madrid were in the driving seat with this one.
Yeah, Rodri wanted Real Madrid earlier in the window, and Florentino Perez hadn't decided what kind of midfielder he was going for, which is why several names were linked, including Enzo Fernandez, and Real had to issue a statement saying we've had no contact with Enzo Fernandez. Jose Mourinho came in. Finally, they got the mandate from Perez to start negotiating financially, but Barca have basically hijacked this, although some sources say Barca were there even before the window opened, and it was Real that kind of steamrolled in. And ultimately, Rodri, for family reasons, wants to go to Spain, but we've got a fascinating scenario now. Man City want to keep. Pep Guardiola never used to stand in players' ways, especially senior ones that had been long-serving and loyal to the club. But Enzo Maresca's new, and of course, if it's his say, he'll go to his board and say, keep him. If he doesn't renew, we'll let him leave on a free transfer in 2027. And now Barca are going to accelerate and bid, and they have full player buy-in. So Rodri wants Barcelona over Real Madrid, and I think there's a strong chance that this one happens. Man City are going to add another midfielder. Ayoub Bouadi, advanced talks. They've got other targets as well. Elliot Anderson has already come in. And in
Shin pads are a footballer's best friend, even if players like Jack Grealish do wear such small ones you can barely even see them. But what's the story with shin pads, and are there any rules on how big they should be? It all started with cricket, actually. Cricketers had been wearing shin pads since the 1700s. They'd been introduced not for leg protection, but instead to give batters a strategic advantage. The idea was that batters could put their leg pads in front of the wicket if they missed the ball, preventing them from being bowled out. Obviously, that all changed when the LBW rule came in, but that was the theory behind them. It was thanks to this guy that shin protection made its way over to football. Meet Samuel Widdowson. He was a cricketer and a footballer. He played for Nottingham Forest back in the late 1800s, and he wanted a way to protect his legs from nasty tackles. Apparently, he'd broken his leg in a match against Sheffield United in 1874 and wanted to stop it from happening again. Naturally, his mind drifted to his other favourite sport where players had been wearing these pads. Story goes, Widdowson cut up his cricket pads, sewed them into his socks and popped them on before taking to the footy pitch. Ta-da! Shin pads. Like all great genius inventors, everyone took the mickey at first. To be fair, he probably looked quite stupid running around with these on. But it's thought his whole Nottingham Forest team then began wearing them from 1887, and the first known use of them in a match was in 1894, in a match between Newcastle and the then Woolwich Arsenal. Eventually, FIFA clocked on that this protection was pretty important for footballers. Multiple studies have shown wearing shin pads clearly reduces the risk of players getting lower leg injuries. And so in 1990, basically 100 years after Widdowson first put them on, shin pads were made compulsory. It became a part of Law 4 of IFAB. That's the body responsible for setting the laws of the game internationally. But the law doesn't actually specify anything about measurements of shin pads. It just says pads must be made of a suitable material and be of an appropriate size to provide reasonable protection. It's really vague and players can get away with a lot. A lot of grassroots clubs are choosing to ban micro shin pads for obvious reasons though, especially after a 15-year-old player from Penistone Church broke his leg while wearing them. Still no change from IFAB though. That's why Grealish & Co can still get away with these ones, which are no bigger than a credit card and which seem to offer little to no protection whatsoever.
Nice. Good afternoon. This is the warm-up here on talkSPORT with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. We're with you until 1 o'clock. Plenty on the way. We'll do some transfers a little bit later with Ben Jacobs. We'll chat to Adrian Clark about Arsenal.
Oh, Clarky.
I've got to talk about Bruno going there.
Yeah.
With his ChatGPT video.
Just seen some videos there. Obviously, it's the Emirates Cup today at the Emirates.
Big day.
Big day. And I've just seen people with Bruno 39.
Have you?
On that. That's because it's cheaper than Gimaresh.
Bruno G. Dot.
Yeah.
Much cheaper. That knocks off about 60 quid, doesn't
it?
Yeah. Yeah, don't want to know about it, Charlie.
Oh, why?
Good riddance.
Will you be able to watch him in the don't look right in the shirt? Will you say that sort of thing?
I'm not watching. I scrolled past his little video as well.
You hope he does badly?
Yeah. Why not?
I did some lovely hate watching of a couple of results yesterday.
Oh, which one?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, why not?
Not going to say, but it was some couple of chickens came home to roost yesterday for some people, which is always fun, isn't it?
I love that. I love that.
I love it when it goes badly for someone.
I found at the end of last season as a Newcastle fan, our season had gone so off the rails that all I was doing was hate watching. Whether it was potentially Spurs going down.
It's no good for you, you know.
I know, but
it's good for you. It's no good for your vibe.
No.
It's be full of hate.
It took away from my vibe in a big way. I became so spiteful. But anyway, plenty still to come for you. We need to chat about a bit of Scottish football too, because it's round 2 this weekend.
They're playing. They're on.
They're well underway. They're well underway, aren't they?
More or less over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's coming up to the run-in. Is it the business end of the season already? Scottish Premier.
Are we at the business end of the season already? Ask David Tanner, quick.
Yeah, exactly. David Tanner joins us now, talkSPORT reporter. How you doing, David?
Keep up. Come on. Where are you, England? Get to work.
Is it started earlier than usual, David, or is it me? Because when I used to do the Edinburgh Festival every year, like halfway through the season would start, you know, but now it started right at the beginning of August.
No, we're well into August now. I was at the festival last night, and I was at the football. I'll be at the football today.
Yeah.
This is fairly normal. It used to start in July, but it was a little bit later this year in August. So it's been a terrific start, and we should say right at the outset, St Mirren are top of the Scottish Premiership for the second week in a row. So congratulations to them. 2 wins out of 2 for the Saints. Go on.
Screenshot it and frame it.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Everyone said Hearts would drop off, and it took till the last game of the season for them to. So.
Exactly. What did you see at the festival quickly, David?
Oh, yeah.
I saw a number of. I was at the Stand Comedy Club for a variety of comedians. Please don't ask me the names. I can't remember.
Sure.
I may have had a refreshment or two.
Sure, that's show business. The Stand is a brilliant. The Stand is a brilliant venue. People should get down there, definitely. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the games today, David. Celtic in action against Killy. Sadly, Martin O'Neill still unwell, so we wish him well, of course. But they won against Dundee in their first game, of course, and then Killy up next today. What do you expect from that one?
Yeah, the most important thing is, as you've mentioned there, Ollie, that we wish Martin O'Neill all the best. He had what Celtic described as a small procedure on Thursday, the day after they won their. So on Tuesday, the day after they won their first game against Dundee at Celtic Park. Didn't impress Celtic. Looked a little bit rusty. It is the beginning of the season, of course. Big Champions League qualifier for them coming up. But the main man not being there today does, we'll find out in the next few minutes if Martin's there. I wouldn't have thought they would risk him. But Martin is such an immense character, you never can tell. And he has transformed Celtic, first of all, as caretaker manager, and then as caretaker manager, and now as permanent manager for the second time. So to miss a leader like that will be a big thing for them at Killy today. They do, of course, have Sean Maloney, who's a more than capable deputy and an experienced manager in his own right, stepping forward today whilst Martin recovers. So he has spoken to Martin about the team selection and the approach to today's game. So Martin, whether he's there or not, will still have a hand in it.
Kilmarnock, have they got a plastic pitch? Am I right thinking that? Or are they...
The plastic pitch is on its way out, which I'm very pleased about. It should have gone a decade ago. I understand why they put it in back in 2012 when they didn't have the 2 home gates against Rangers when Rangers were down the division. But they put it right now, and that's
it was always a bit of a leveller for them, wasn't it? Bit of a leveller. But how are they looking this season, Kilmarnock? I know they've only played once.
Yeah, well, Neil McCann, my old television sidekick, is the manager now, and Neil certainly got them back on their feet. They were beginning to look like relegation candidates, but he got them back on their feet at the end of last season. He's a smart football guy, Neil. Could start a fight in an empty house, by the way.
Yeah.
Doesn't like buying a drink, but he's a smart football guy, and he certainly got them on the feet. I'll be excited to see how they got on today, but also in the season now that he's been able to get a pre-season under the belt, and with Billy Dodds as number 2, they are a formidable coaching team.
Talk to me about Hearts, David, because they've already played quite a lot of football, but it hasn't gone so well. They've been beaten 6-0 on aggregate by Sturm Graz in the Champions League qualifying rounds. 6-1 by Benfica, 2 in the first leg of their Europa League qualifying round, and then up against Aberdeen. It was the late show, wasn't it? And they lost that one 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has a harder start in management than Wouter Franken, the Belgian, has had, I've yet to see it. Hearts in the Champions League, remember, on the back of Derek McInnes's amazing season. But let's not forget that Hearts lost their manager, Derek, who went to Rangers. They lost their captain and top goal scorer, Lawrence Shankland, who went to Rangers. They lost their midfield anchor, Cammy Devlin, who went to Rangers. They've also just lost Benjamin Schwaller, their goalkeeper, who's headed back home to Germany. Craig Gordon has eventually retired. The Peter Pan of football finally gave up the ghost. So there's so much change right through the spine of the team and in the coaching department. It was always going to be difficult. But then to face Sturm Graz home and away in the Champions League, experienced European side, then Aberdeen, where Hearts hadn't won in almost a decade, and they lost that one in the last minute. And then after that, Benfica in the Estadio de Luz. So it doesn't get any harder than that. As you can imagine, the Twitter hardmen are out there calling for his head already in the Heart support. Get real. Get real, everybody.
You have to give people a bit of time, don't you? It's part of the one game.
At least till the Edinburgh Festival is over, guys.
Exactly. Let them get a couple of 2-star reviews at least. Rangers, Hibs. Rangers not had a great start either. Drew in the Premiership and have lost in Europe. But Thelo Asgard is scoring, isn't he? Scoring goals. So a bit of light there.
Yeah, he wasn't impressive in midweek. Having said that, when Rangers lost in Poland 2-1 in the Europa League qualifier, the second legs at Ibrox, and I would expect them to win that game, but they are up against it, having looked fairly. But they were very poor in the first half in Poland. In the second half, they were fairly. They were a much improved team. I think Derek McInnes is still trying to work out what his best starting 11 is. They didn't win at Dundee United, which had everybody screaming from the rooftops, as you can imagine, in Glasgow. But they hadn't won at Dundee United last season, neither did Celtic. So, we should give Dundee United the respect that they have earned. What I would say about Rangers is they're still signing players. They definitely need a bit more creativity. The worry for Derek McInnes will be a couple of the games this season have been like watching a rerun of an old movie from last year and the year before that.
Right.
So the difference is we've got a manager who understands the club, who understands Scottish football, and I would expect him to fix that, starting today with his first home game against Hibernian.
Well, David, I spoke to Ross McCormack, the former Scotland and Villa striker, the other day ahead of the first games of the season, and he felt Rangers were favourites. Would you go along with that?
No. And I don't think anybody could back against Celtic, having seen Celtic having their dreadful season last year with chaos, with the managers fighting, with the board, Brendan Rodgers exiting in such controversial circumstances. A dud manager being brought in from America, fans revolting and protests and boycotts and everything that could have gone wrong for Celtic did go wrong. And then suddenly in the last 6 weeks of the season, Martin O'Neill, and only Martin O'Neill could have done this, conjured up the wins, the results, and got them to win the league in the last 5 minutes of the season. So if they won the league last season in that kind of chaotic, shambolic situation, I'm backing Celtic this year to do the same, but they need some more players brought in, that's for sure. The two they've brought in so far have improved the squad, but not enough.
Yeah, just on an international point, David, I've been hearing about how few under-21s are getting a chance, how few young Scottish players are getting a chance in the Premiership. If the national team wants to improve, then that needs to change, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I heard David Pleat earlier on talkSPORT talking about the academy system and what needs to be changed in England. It needs to be completely overhauled in Scotland as well. There is an SFA review on at the moment. I interviewed the great David Hay, former Celtic and Chelsea midfielder and Celtic manager, of course, on my podcast recently. And David Hay said one of the things that he thinks is wrong is they don't have reserve team football anymore.
Right.
And when he was a young player, David played as a teenager in a European Cup final. But he had learned in the reserves playing against seasoned pros and playing with seasoned pros. Now, it's tippy-tappy. They're just playing against players of the same age. A lot of it's non-competitive, and it's difficult to make the breakthrough.
Playing men for 3 points is a whole different game, isn't it? Playing people who are trying to take food off your table.
Yeah, I remember interviewing Andy Gorham, the late Andy Gorham, on the day that Rangers appointed another new manager. And I said, there's a lot of talk about style of play and what do you want to see in terms of style of play? And he said 3 words. One of them I can't repeat on the radio. The other 2 were just win.
Yeah.
And I think they'll learn that. And they'll learn how to battle for those wins in the reserve system. So there's a lot that needs to change, but certainly when you look at Dundee United with a team full of foreigners, I think they had half a dozen players in the Scotland squad at the World Cup in 1986, Richard Gough, Paul Sturrock and players like that. If they're not producing players, what is the point?
Yeah.
David, you heading back down to the Fringe at all this week?
Yes, I'm going to see my friend Raymond Mearns, comedian, in a couple of days' time. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And Jason Byrne is on my hit list as well. So, yeah, a lot to see.
Go and see Ian Stone. Ian Stone's got a show up there. He's very, very funny, man. It's on the free Fringe, which means it's free to get in and you pay to get out. So it's
is it what was it? Salt and sauce? Is that the
salt and sauce?
You have a bit of salt and sauce,
I don't know if David's Edinburgh man or not, but salt and sauce is
I live in Edinburgh, but I'm very much a Glaswegian. Putting brown sauce on chips and fish for me is a capital offence. It's salt and vinegar.
They're mad about it.
And nothing else.
I love it. Well, David, thanks very much indeed.
David.
Cheers, lads.
There we go, David Tanner. Yeah, plenty of Scottish action today. They'll keep you covered with that, I'm sure, on the Sunday session a bit later with Sam Matterface and Perry Groves. Right, in just a moment here on the warm-up, we're going to get a transfer update from Ben Jacobs. Stay with us.
I anticipate Arsenal to absolutely go again and just be as good as they've been this season.
Mm.
The key element for me on the title this year is Rodri.
Mm.
If Rodri's a Manchester City player throughout the whole course of the season, Manchester City will win the league.
That's a shout and off, that is, isn't it?
Do you disagree? If Manchester City lose Rodri and he goes to Real Madrid, they will not win the league.
I know what you're saying, but I look at it as well from because Anderson's coming, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
He's not Rodri.
I know he's not Rodri.
But he'll benefit from playing alongside him.
Yeah, that would happen.
But if you leave him on his own in there, I think you've got carnage.
Mm. I do know what you're saying, but I think there's more of a factor that Maresca might not be up for it either. You don't know yet.
I think he's up for it.
You reckon he's up for it?
I think he's up for it.
We'll see.
He knows that club. He's been at that club. He understands how that club
You're
works.
talking like a real Manchester City supporter.
He went to Chelsea. He did.
Are you Blackburn? You're a Blackburn fan, yeah?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Hold on a minute.
We'll talk about their dismal summer in a minute.
What about the other teams?
Why are you doing this? Why are you deflecting?
Well, I'm just trying to say.
All I was doing was talking about the Premier League title race. That's all I was saying. And I was just saying that the big impact, the key piece of information for me is Rodri being a Man City player throughout the whole course of the season. And if he is, Manchester City will win the league.
Cool, but that's a shout.
Do you not think so?
So where was he last season?
Getting back from his ACL, mate. Do you not think so?
No, listen, mate.
I didn't ask you for your Baker guarantees for the Scottish Premiership.
Oh, yeah.
Got any?
Celtic to win it.
Right. Any more?
That's it.
All right. How will Killy do? How will Kilmarnock do?
They'll stay up. Skin of their teeth.
The Baker guarantees have become broader and broader.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
So
Why is that broad? That's
good chunk.
I don't sit on the fence, Ollie.
Wow.
Ask me and you'll get an answer.
I love it. 8-10-89.
On anything.
If you want a Baker guarantee on anything, he will tell you what is going to happen. He's like a crystal ball today, Charlie.
Ask if I've ever seen a tattoo that looks good.
8-10-89. Get it in. Get it in.
Ask me that. I'm not, I didn't answer it, did I? But, let's go.
Let's chat a bit about the transfer market then. Bring in our senior football correspondent, Ben Jacobs. Ben, how you doing?
Hello, Ben.
Good afternoon. I'm good. It's getting busy.
Indeed, yeah. We've seen Bruno Guimaraes signed for Arsenal, haven't we, for 75 million from Newcastle.
We've covered that, surely. Everyone's covered that, Ollie, just because you're obsessed with it.
Oh, no, I scrolled past his little goodbye video, Ben. Wasn't having it. See you later.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why Newcastle fans are angry, but remember Bruno Guimaraes put in countless good years and top performances for Newcastle United, and genuinely I believe that the difficult decision was one that he didn't take lightly, as the statement alluded to. From Arsenal's perspective, though, it was obvious before the window even opened that Bruno Guimaraes wanted to explore that move, and now Newcastle United need to move on and spend some of that money, and I think they will. Matthias Jassler is a top manager. He's kind of like a combination in terms of philosophy of Jurgen Klopp, Roberto De Zerbi, bit of Pep Guardiola in there, and of course Ralf Rangnick as well. So the hope for Newcastle is now that with the club knowing Eddie Howe was leaving for a number of weeks, they've maybe waited to allow Yasla to have some control in the market. And this was the case at Al Ahly as well. He was a manager despite a complicated recruitment model that also needed central funding and backing. So not just PIF or the people within Al Ahly, but lots of cooks in the kitchen there. And yet Yasla had a huge amount of say. He was the one that decided Riyad Mahrez and Frank Kessie were not going to stay at Al Ahly. So my expectation is that this hands-on manager that will have a fair amount of autonomy in the market. And yes, I can understand why Newcastle fans are angry about the departure of Bruno Guimaraes, but once again, my expectation is that this was not just a book balancing sale. They satisfied their financial position with a combination of the money from Anthony Gordon and Sandro Tonali, and now there is still some budget for Newcastle to spend between now and the end of the window.
The thing is, Ben, I understand him going. There's plenty of reasons why he would go. It's just when he's there saying, "Oh, this was the hardest decision ever." Was it?
Ollie, you've got to let it go.
Was it the hardest decision to get a super agent?
Let it go, Ollie.
To get you over the line and get you to Arsenal. Anyway,
Well,
no, I'm over it. I'm over
look at it in terms, though, more of Newcastle United is a big club, a unique club, and it's got a very special fan base. He had some famous nights there. I was at the game when in the Champions League they beat PSG at home. He won silverware there, and that was a long time coming. So it can simultaneously be true that you don't hesitate when Arsenal come calling, and yet you still don't really want to leave a club and a place that was extremely special. So I understand that there's a bit of a rewriting of narrative, and there's optics from every player that leaves a football club, and some leave on good terms, some don't. Some leave with a genuine feeling from the fan base that it suits all parties. Others, it feels like they were engineering a move like Alexander Isak to Liverpool. So everyone will have a different perspective on this one, but I point back to the Newcastle statement, not what Bruno Guimaraes said, which fans can interpret how genuine those words were. But remember, that was backed up by members of the Newcastle United hierarchy, both David Hopkinson and Ross Wilson, speaking to what a fantastic character the player was. And when senior figures at the selling club are speaking of the player like that, that tells you that this exit was amicable.
Yeah, he didn't win the Orange Cup, though, did he? He can't sing that. It could be in the. Is he in the Emirates Cup today, Ben? Can he play in that?
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure, actually. To be honest, I'm not across all of these friendlies, but he'll have the opportunity to join up as soon as possible, and he's training with the squad. His World Cup break's over, so very possibly.
Ben has spent the week talking about Bruno Guimaraes. Please ask him about someone else, just any other. He knows about all the transfers.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if we stick with Arsenal, Ben, Tottenham have had a transfer inquiry, have they, from Arsenal for Christian Romero? I couldn't quite believe this story.
A bit of S-housery here, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so Arsenal are looking for another centre-back, and Christian Romero, one of the players that they've discussed internally. Naturally, this doesn't appear like it has legs unless there's some kind of release clause that becomes apparent that we don't know about that would take it out of the control of Tottenham Hotspur. But the expectation here is the asking price is 40 million euros because Napoli have already got an agreement in principle with Spurs for Christian Romero, but they don't crucially have player terms in place. Why? Because Christian Romero for a year has said privately and publicly in interviews that he would like to play in La Liga one day. And this is where Atletico Madrid and Romero looks like a viable possibility. And that price is an indication that Premier League to Premier League, we're dealing in an inflated market with lots of centre-backs moving for more than that number. And Romero doesn't have a small amount of his contract left. He's got until 2029. And yet clearly it suits all parties to facilitate an exit, and the number is lower if it's not Premier League to Premier League. If Arsenal want Christian Romero, they would need Tottenham to change their mind, and suddenly the inflated market would come into play. And it wouldn't surprise me if it's not for sale, we don't want to speak to you, and Arsenal might have to change that narrative by putting something like 100 million euros on the table, and clearly they're not going to move in that direction. So it doesn't appear that anything is going to develop there, but definitely a player that's been discussed in internally. Remember, Esri Concert is still a target for Arsenal as well. The challenge there is a big gulf in valuation. Arsenal looking at 35, 40 million pounds. Aston Villa wanting in excess of 65 million, according to my information, which again is not a terrible number when you consider Max Lacroix went to Chelsea for 52 million pounds. But Atleti are pushing. Atleti are the front runners at the moment, but don't rule out Barcelona also entering this race as well, especially now Arreo is on his way on a loan with a buy option to Liverpool.
Interesting. What's the latest on Rodri at the moment, Ben? We know that there's big interest from Barcelona, and it feels as if Real Madrid are out of the running.
Yeah, Real Madrid have withdrawn from the running for now, and that's not going to change unless something dramatic occurs. One reason is because Rodri has indicated in this El Clasico battle, if you like, that he would prefer a move to Barcelona. And the second aspect is Real Madrid have already tried with Manchester City and not got close to their valuation, nor have Barcelona as of now. And yet there is optimism that this deal gets over the line. The reason being because City are not expected to stand in Rodri's way unduly anyway if their valuation is met. They would like 75 million euros. The last Barcelona offer was 50 million euros, 45 of which was the fixed part of the fee. And at some point in the next kind of 24 to 72 hours, Barca are going to return with an improved offer, which is going to be in excess of 50 million euros and a lot closer to Manchester City's number. And then from there, the feeling is that this deal will end up getting done. City may be delaying a little bit because they're looking at the midfield market. They're trying to close a deal for Lille's Ayoub Bouadi. There might be another name that they bring in as well if Rodri departs. But direction of travel is Rodri to join Barcelona. And from Barca's perspective, they're confident.
In terms of replacements for Rodri, potentially, I've seen some rumours, Ben, potentially that Enzo Fernandez might be on Manchester City's list.
Yeah, this comes from Enzo Maresca, loving Enzo Fernandez, coupled with the fact that City did make an informal inquiry before the window even opened. There's no guarantee that Chelsea will sell. They'll be comfortable if Enzo stays. They'd like Enzo Fernandez to sign a new deal. And in addition to that, we've heard a lot about Real Madrid, and they definitely discussed Enzo Fernandez as well, but then subsequently issued a statement saying that they did not plan on pursuing the player. And with PSG also not hot on this particular transfer, Enzo Fernandez doesn't have that many options as it stands. Everybody knows he'd love to move to Real Madrid, but Real's interest as of now is not reciprocal. So let's see if he changes his perspective and becomes open to linking up with his former manager. The only thing I'd say is suggestions City are going to move, that they will bid. They're a little bit premature at this stage because don't forget, City have already spent 160 million on Elliot Anderson. Of course, yeah. They're trying to close the Bouadi deal, and that's going to be in the region of 100 million euros. And then Enzo Fernandez's asking price is 120 million. So it's a huge outlay for Manchester City, and they still may need a wide player as well if they're to sanction Savinho to Spurs. Now, one possibility, and it would only be hypothetical at this stage, is Bouadi can be done cheaper if City change their perspective and say, OK, we're going to leave him at Lille for a year, pre-agreement or loan. Then the price drops by 20, 25 million euros because that is Lille's preference. And suddenly they could pursue another midfielder now and leave Bouadi until 2027 while still pre-agreeing it or loaning him back. So all of this is being discussed internally. Let's see if City choose to move for Enzo Fernandez. But once again, there's no cut price deal there. Chelsea's asking price £120 million. And in this inflated market, you never know. In the last few weeks, it might have even got a little bit higher.
Ben, just finally, talk to me about Robbie Eure, because we've just been chatting about Scottish football, but he's a Scottish player who's been doing very well. Yeah, over in Sweden, and looks like he might be on his way to La Liga.
Yeah, an exclusive that we broke on talkSPORT a few days ago that Sevilla had entered into advanced talks. There was other teams from all across Europe because he's on fire. I think at the time we're live, it's 20 goals in 19 games and a hot property therefore. And Sevilla now have an agreement in principle. My information is it's in and around 9 million euros, and that is including the add-ons. And has verbal terms in place on a 5-year contract as well. So that will be formalised materialise in the next couple of days. But a huge move for Robbie from Sirius in Sweden to Sevilla in Spain, and that will surely boost his chances of now getting regular selection for Scotland.
Lovely stuff.
Ben, thanks very much indeed.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
There we go, Ben Jacobs.
Matt says Ollie seems to have taken this Bruno transfer really well. People have spotted you, see, Ollie. Just let it go.
Yes, it's miserable.
You got to be youth now. It's Newcastle 2.0.
I am positive.
You don't want old guys like Bruno.
Nah, it's a new era, new cycle.
Let the kid. You never win anything with kids.
Yeah,
famously.
Yeah. We're coming for the league, Charlie. I reckon. What's your Baker guarantee on Newcastle? Just quickly.
Top 10.
Oh, really? It's a big call.
No.
Big call.
14th.
Roy Jennings had us to go down. So
14th
exactly.
14th.
We've got someone else who wants a Baker guarantee.
Yeah.
James says, is this the season when the mighty Bristol City make it to the Premier League?
No, 12th.
Chink. There you go. Send in.
Favourite classic football shirt, Andrew the Middlesbrough fan. Peru 78. Chikunk.
Oh, good shout. By the way, Torquay's kit.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Absolutely beautiful, yeah.
Both kits as well.
Beautiful.
Both kits. By the way, we were just seeing the scenes in Valencia for the historic cup win for Newcastle United.
Amazing, wasn't it?
The Orange Cup. Fans in tears.
What do you think of the... Yeah, wait, look, we've got a break, but I was going to ask you about the kit. Do it later on.
We'll do the kit in just a moment. This is the warm-up on talkSPORT.
Look at Real Madrid. Go and look at... This is the point that I think Gabby was making this morning. I know that he was making it regarding trophies and what have you, but look at the brand value.
180 million.
There you go. Right. That's how big that football club is.
Right, that's a lot.
That's how big that is as a worldwide entity. 180 million, and you're talking about him coming to a club that has 32 million followers on Instagram. Again, these are very basic metrics. Very basic metrics. But Vinicius Junior is in a completely different stratosphere. All this talk about him coming to Arsenal throughout the whole course of the summer has just been manipulation from an agent trying to get the dude a few more quid. That's what it is. He was never in a million years going to be an Arsenal player this summer. That's what it is. It's just manipulating the market. Like, see if I can get some more money for my guy. Yeah. Why would he come to Arsenal?
I said that was the agent talk. Just using Arsenal as a
leverage.
A tool.
Yeah. Arsenal are interested. Oh, right, wicked. Brilliant. Arsenal, champions of England. Right, well, let's use them. Yeah. Let's use them. Go back to the table with the Real Madrid lads. Yeah, he's coming out of contract. You know what I mean? He needs a few more zeros on this contract. Yeah. Okay. We're going to sign Yandy Mande. Let's put some pressure on you. No, don't worry about that. Vinny Jr. ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Is it?
Come on. You can't leave. I just don't see leaving Real Madrid as a... Unless you don't leave...
Good afternoon, this is the warm-up with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. People loving the Baker guarantees, Charlie.
Yeah, well, they're solid. Cast iron.
Yeah, cast iron. They are maybe the most solid predictions we've had on talkSPORT this week.
Definitely.
I would say. Stuart says, hi, Groovies. Canary Stew here for your response. Norwich to at least finish top 6 on the ball City.
Yeah, 6th.
See, this is great. You're very specific.
They'll be 6th.
Exactly 6th.
There are 5 better teams in them, I think.
Can't wait for the montage. I can't. You can't remember any of them, can you?
6th.
Yep, 6th for Norwich. Neil in Chester says, "Our Baker guarantees are solid as Peng the prediction pandas." They're two completely separate people. You know, Peng's
I wasn't even in. I wasn't even in when Peng was here.
Oh yeah, you were away.
It was only on twice. I think he got taken off for being. I think he went a bit near the knuckle.
Oh, did he? Peng. He'll be doing transfer in time.
Might even be dead.
Oh dear. Oh dear, poor Peng.
Been taken onto the 14th floor and
poor Peng.
Peng the bandit. Thrown off the edge of the canteen.
There's another text there from Grant who says, "Don't forget the Devon Derby tomorrow night, Charlie. Come on, you Greens."
Not the Devon Derby, a Devon Derby.
What would you say is the Devon Derby if you had to?
One involving Torquay United.
Against who?
It's Exeter v Plymouth tomorrow night in the Carabao Cup.
Who do you support in that? Plymouth?
I don't support either, but I prefer Plymouth one, and they will. Exeter rubbish this season.
Ching ching.
And will probably get relegated.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Whoa,
yeah,
that's a bold.
Absolutely terrible this season. So Plymouth will win that 3 or 4.
Just quickly, you were a bit frustrated with Horsham a bit earlier, which
not Horsham. Not Horsham. The standard of refereeing in the National League.
How Horsham do this season?
Horsham will they won't go down. They'll be right.
Okay.
They'll be just safe.
You stamping it?
Safe. It doesn't get the stamp.
It doesn't get the stamp. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's chat a bit of Arsenal because there is a massive game this afternoon. The Emirates Cup.
Emirates Cup.
The Emirates Cup. And one man.
Clarkie's got the new tracksuit on. The Emirates Cup tracksuit on. The trainers they've released.
Is it just
Steve Bold? They've got him doing a little play about it beforehand. Filmed it in black and white.
There's a poem. When the dog's got an outfit. Good to go, aren't they?
Gunnosaurus is there. He's got his own bus.
Joining us now, live from the Emirates, Adrian Clark. Adrian, destiny beckons this afternoon for Arsenal as they could get even more silverware.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, we're in the mood for more silverware. Yeah, the Emirates Stadium has now got the in the concourse has got the picture of the Premier League trophy 2026. It's etched in the history of the club now in the stadium. So yeah, we want more today. Dortmund stand in our way. It's a biggie.
Where will they put the picture of the Emirates Cup win, do you think?
I think, I don't think that will make it inside the stadium, but we're looking forward to it. Yeah. Look, Arsenal need to bounce back. Didn't play particularly well in Dublin. Got beat by Betis, so looking for a bit of improvement today.
Dortmund a good side. They've got. Is it Jobe Bellingham now plays for Dortmund? Mm-hmm. Is he there?
Yeah. Jobe Bellingham plays. Who else? They got Felix Metscher. Felix Metscher, who played for Germany at the World Cup. You've got Guirassy, the striker. He scores a lot of goals. Schlotterbeck at the back. So they've got the goalkeeper that played for Switzerland at the World Cup. So look, there's a lot of stars on show today. I don't think the England and Spain players are here for Arsenal, but I do expect Martin Odegaard. I think he's back from holiday, so I think he'll get involved for the first time. And of course, we don't know whether Bruno, after a couple of training sessions, will get to make his sort of first appearance today. I hope so.
Arsenal do look better with Odegaard, I always think.
You hear that in Adrian's voice, though. Oh, Bruno. Oh, and Bruno might play. He knows what he's doing. Winding me up.
Let it go, Adrian.
I didn't think you were going to bring it up, which would have been obviously negligent on your part. But
how do you feel about it, Clarkie? Do you feel it's a needle mover?
I do, actually. Yeah, I do. I think you know how good, as a Newcastle fan, you know how good Bruno Guimaraes is. With and without the ball, he's equally strong. I think there's very few weaknesses to his game. He scores goals, he makes goals, he passes well, he defends and wins the ball back very well. He's a leader. Look, of course, it's a good signing, and I think that the prospect of Rice, Guimaraes, and probably Ødegaard as a midfield three is pretty appealing.
Who's on corners? Who's going to be on corners? Because Guimaraes takes good corners. Good point.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence either, do you? I think they looked at that. He scored from one, didn't he, last year? Yeah. And I think he made some assists from corners. So Rice will still be the number one corner taker with Saka, I'm sure. But, of course, if we can rest Rice, he will need a little breather or two this season. Guimaraes would definitely take them, I think, because he can whip them in, can't he, underneath the crossbar. I've got to say, Solis, the new winger from Greece, scored in his first game, and he got an assist in the second. And surprise, surprise, it was from an in-swinging corner. So Solis can take them as well.
Obviously, Vinicius Junior hasn't ended up coming to Arsenal. You were just leverage FC for that one. And obviously, talking about the impact of Solis there. But do you still feel they need to strengthen on that left-hand side? And if so, who with?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, I'm gutted. Look, I tried not to get invested in Vinny Junior coming, but it's hard not to imagine it. And I think he would have taken Arsenal to the next level. So yeah, it's a case of sort of who's the plan B. The name everyone keeps talking about this week is Kenan Yildiz from Juventus. He's only 21. He is a really talented boy. He's excellent. Probably the left winger in European football with the most potential. Juve want big money. Surprise, surprise. But if he's the target that Arsenal go for, I wouldn't be upset about that at all. And I still think Arsenal need a striker. I mean, in Champions League terms, and this is, Arsenal want to be winning the Champions League if they can, come second last year, of course. The difference, the only real reason Arsenal didn't win the Champions League is because the attack wasn't as good as the defence. And I think that's the key, isn't it? So you've got Saka. I think bring in a stellar left winger, and I still think another striker. I don't know who that is. Could be Julian Alvarez. I don't know, but I think Arsenal need two attackers if they're going to, go challenge on all fronts this season. So I'm hoping it's going to be a busy couple of weeks.
I don't have the power, Clarkey, but I'm offering you the Champions League or the league again, back to back. Yeah. What are you taking?
Look, last year, if you'd asked me that, it's a no-brainer. It's the league. Arsenal had to win the Premier League. There was a lot of pressure after all those sort of runners-up finishes. Arsenal haven't gone back-to-back since the 1930s, so that is big. But I won the Champions League. I've never seen Arsenal win it. They've never won it. I think for most of last season's competition, Arsenal were the best team in it. But in that final, I thought you just saw the difference, didn't you? Even though it was obviously a real close-run thing, PSG's quality at the top end of the pitch did, and the way they looked after the ball, they were the better team. So the challenge for Arsenal is can we become better than PSG? And I think Guimaraes is definitely a step in the right direction. But in my opinion, two more attackers, and that could do it.
I just want to ask you a bit more about that left-hand side with another couple of names that I want to throw at you. Firstly, Marcus Rashford with his future up in the air at Man United.
I like that move.
Yeah, look, I don't know is the answer. I think Arsenal would prefer a hungrier, younger player, someone with a real point to prove. Now, Rashford would have a point to prove. There's no doubt about that. He's on big money, isn't he? And I think that if he's on big money, he's got to be a nailed-on starter. And I don't know if he would be. We'll have to wait and see who comes and who stays. He'll be on the list, but probably 3 or 4 or 5 on that list is my take on it anyway. But let's see if Arsenal can. Obviously, I think they did genuinely prick the ears of Vinicius. Okay, yes, he probably used the club as leverage, but I think he was genuinely open to. I think he was genuinely open to it. So that means any left winger on the planet really would be willing to listen to Arsenal if they came in for them. Which, look, compared to when Mikel Arteta took over, that's an unbelievable progress because Arsenal weren't playing, the same brand, same sport pretty much as the likes of Real Madrid, PSG, Man City, or Liverpool. We were so far off. Now it's flipped around nicely.
Yeah, the other name I heard Tony Cascarino mention on Weekend Sports Breakfast. A bit of a
I think he's going to sign for him.
No, would you take Cascarino?
I mean, he'd hold the ball up well, wouldn't he?
You said you needed a striker.
He could fill that Marino role, couldn't
he? His legs are gone. He's busy Saturdays.
He's on the radio in the morning. So he mentioned Kaoru Mitoma.
Okay.
He did say, to be fair, he said might be a bit too old now. Didn't have his best season last time out, but just thought about the qualities Mitoma could bring. Do you feel Arsenal potentially, though, should aim a bit higher than that?
No, not necessarily. Mitoma's a player I've always liked. I've always rated him ever since he came in English football. Last year he was injured a lot, wasn't he? I think that was the problem. And I think he did miss the World Cup because of injury. So I'd be keen to know what his fitness levels are. I wouldn't turn my nose up at Kaoru Mitoma. I would personally probably prefer him to Rashford. I think he's quality. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, the other one that I really like, and he is injured at Bournemouth, is Krupi. I think Krupi is mustard. I really do. I think he is potentially world class, and he could be someone that would be a needle mover over a few years. He's out for 3 or 4 months, and the problem is no one seems to buy players when they're out for 3 or 4 months, do they? So we'll see what happens, but I'd love to see him at Arsenal. I think he's top drawer.
You don't want your players to be injured, but that situation may have played into Bournemouth's hands quite well, mightn't it? Because
until January.
Until January.
So it could be a case that the club's coming for him in Jan. But look, I think Arsenal need to get busy. Guimaraes is a great acquisition, but it's that forward line. The forward line was good last year, but it's not outstanding, and that's the challenge.
Oh, Clarkey, what a day you've got ahead. You could be seeing Arsenal lift another trophy. It'll be a where were you moment, won't it?
Amazing for them. I'll be at the parade. I'll be at the parade tomorrow. No doubt about it. Yeah,
in the bus.
Oh, top of the bus. Shirt off, Clarkey. Adrian, thank you very much indeed.
See you later.
There we go. Adrian Clark there, former Arsenal midfielder. That game kicks off at 2:00, but you knew that already. Arsenal.
There, big build-up.
Against Borussia Dortmund. Huge game for the Emirates Cup. And we'll see if Bruno's playing, and of course we'll get his hands on
Lewis Hall from Newcastle. He'd be good for Arsenal, wouldn't he?
Charlie, stop it. Stop linking our players away.
Be good.
No.
Who else
He's not for sale.
Who else you got?
He's not for sale. Yeah, when he was there saying, we need a striker. Johan Wissa.
Wissa take him as well? Looks in form, actually.
Looks good, looks sharp. Trophy winner. Winning breeds winning, Charlie.
It does.
I'm telling you.
It does.
We've literally got a text from Matt. Do Newcastle not have any left wingers we could surrender to Arsenal? Well, Harvey Barnes has signed a new contract, Matt.
Harvey Barnes, actually, that's a good shout.
Yeah. No, stop it, Charlie. Stop it. Stop linking our players away.
Newcastle
I've had enough.
3.0. They're all 19 in Newcastle.
But by the start of the season, it could be Newcastle 4.0. I'm just waiting for our new signings to then move before the season starts, potentially. Anyway, this is the warm-up here on talkSPORT. In just a moment, we will bring you a question of talk. This is talkSPORT.
Chris, what about Man U? I fancy United have a much better season. I think Michael deserves this job, and I do think they're going to be up there. I think they're going to push. I think they're going to be strong.
No, I do. I think I'm so happy to see Carragher's just thriving. I think, obviously, having played with him, you know what kind of character he is. He's that composed and he's intelligent, and he's obviously bringing that into one of the biggest jobs in world football. And I think the run they obviously had at the end of last season, obviously in 2026, I think they were like #1 in points taken. So for him to be able to have a full pre-season, bring in whoever he likes in terms of players and just have that belief, I think there's no one better kind of, steering that ship really. And I'm excited to see what the season brings for them.
I think it's going to be an interesting season, Chris, all round, because so many new managers. You don't know what to expect. Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs have spent big money as well. Whether they can try and get into that top 4, and obviously the only one.
Hello, this is the warm-up here on talkSPORT with me, Olly Clink, alongside Charlie Baker. Coming up from 1 o'clock, it's Sam Ellard and Perry Groves with the Sunday session. They feature across all of the sport happening today, some Scottish football going on. But first, it is time for a question of talk. I'm looking forward to this.
It's new, is it? This is new.
This is new,
with
yeah.
us, yeah.
Episode 1.
No, I piloted it last week.
Okay.
Your brainchild, Reece, this?
Yes, this is
Okay.
This is all completely off me. This was one of the ideas that I had for our summer series. We tried it with Sam and Perry last week, who was standing in, and we're going to try it again this week, see if it's still any good.
Oh. How did the pilot go?
I thought it was a great success. I got good feedback.
Who won? Perry.
Perry, I think. Yeah. No, actually, I think Sam did. I'm pretty sure Sam did.
Well, tell us the format, please.
So we have got multiple choice questions as well as one slight nicker from the footballer game. And I will ask you the question, and it's related around our contributors, which is just the overall term for people who have been on around talkSPORT. So it's just questions about people who are on the station. I've got 5 questions.
I like it.
Used to or against each other.
Okay.
So I'll give you the question.
And is it first answer wins?
No, it's multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
It's not buzz in.
It's not buzz in. No, you come up with your own answer. You can. I'm happy with.
Do I need a pen
discussion. You can have a pen if you want.
I haven't got a pen, but there we are.
Then maybe no pen.
pens.
No pens. It's a no pen quiz.
No pen quiz. Go.
No pen quiz.
Go for it.
Question number 1. Which of these talkSPORT contributors has the most Premier League appearances? Is it A, Ben Mee, B, Steve Howie, C, Mickey Gray, or D, Jermaine Pennant?
Good question.
That's a great question.
So this is Premier League appearances.
Premier League appearances.
In their career.
So
I'm going to say Ben Mee. That's my answer.
I'll go Pennant.
It goes in the order like this. Jermaine Pennant has 231 Premier League appearances. Mickey Gray made 235.
Ooh.
Steve Howie made 253. But the winner, with 277 Premier League appearances, is Mr. Ben Mee.
Shearer.
There it is.
Shearer celebration. 1-0.
1-0 Baker. Right, we go to the second question.
Genuinely gutted.
He is.
I am. I won the footballer game.
It's the tension bed, isn't it?
Yeah,
it messes with your head.
Pressure.
Right, question 2. Which of these talkSPORT contributors has the most career club goals? Is it A, Martin Keown, B, Jamie O'Hara, C, Alvin Martin, or D, Ashley Williams?
Club goals for one club.
Club goals, no. The amount of goals they scored for their club sides across their career. So
their whole career.
Their whole career, but not including their goals. Keown, O'Hara, Alvin Martin, or Ashley Williams?
Alvin Martin.
I'm going to go Ashley Williams.
Right. Martin Keown got the least with 13 club career goals. Ashley Williams in third with 21. Jamie O'Hara second with 24. And with 34 career club goals is Alvin Martin.
2-0.
There it is.
2-0.
Oh, my. I hope this is how the Emirates Cup goes for Arsenal, by the way. Dortmund storming into a 2-0 lead.
Ask me another.
Right, come on then. God, Baker's on fire so far.
Right.
I'm in the dust. I'm in the dust.
In the mud.
The question of talks is so bad.
Number 3. Which talkSPORT contributor is this? They began their career at Gillingham in 79 to 84. They then moved on to Norwich between 84 and 87. Then went on to Manchester United between 87 and 96. Was then off to Birmingham between 96 and 98 before finishing their career at Sheffield United in 1999.
Ooh.
Man United
and
Norwich.
Gillingham, Norwich,
Gillingham.
Man United, Birmingham, Sheffield United.
Oh my God.
Who on earth is that? Manchester United and Norwich.
He got one England B cap in 1987, if that makes any difference.
England B.
Oh, dear.
Man United.
Manchester United and Norwich. And Gillingham.
Mm-hmm.
The only Gillingham I can think of is
I thought Cascarino played.
And he's moving to Arsenal soon.
Okay. And it's a regular how often? Co-coms?
He's a co-coms. So he's a pundit.
Oh, Manchester United and Norwich.
A pundit. Sits next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Gives them
pearls of wisdom.
No idea.
Gaz says, by the way, while we think of it, I love producer Reece, absolute professional who should host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
And then he says Steve Bruce. So has he got it right?
It is Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce.
It is Steve Bruce.
I don't know what Clink would do. He'd read it out like he I know. Steve Bruce. That's what he was about.
He was half tempted.
I know what he was about.
Tempted. He saw it.
Saw it in his eyes, didn't I, Reece?
I did, yeah.
There we are. No one gets that.
Here we go. It's a point to Gaz, a regular contributor to the show.
Can Gaz not answer, please? Because it gives Reece 2-1.
Question 4. Which of these regular TalkSport contributors has the most caps for Scotland? A. Chris Iwelumo. B. Alan Brazil. C. Mark McGee. Or D. Roysha Littlejohn.
McGee. Oh. No, McGee.
I will go Iwelumo.
Roysha hasn't actually played for Scotland. She played for Ireland, despite being born in Glasgow. Chris Iwelumo and Mark McGee have both got 4 caps each.
Brazil, it's Sir Alan.
And it's Alan Brazil with 13 caps.
Should have got that, mate.
Well done, Al.
Should have got that.
Oh, awful.
None. No one.
In the dust. Is it Steve Bruce? Oh, no, that was the last. Right, what have we got next?
Question 5 and the final question. Which TalkSport pairing has the most career club appearances between them?
Okay.
Oh.
So A. Cundy and O'Hara. B. Magin Pards. C. Goldstein and Bent. Or D. Brazil and Agbonlahor.
Really good question. I'm going to say Brazil and Agbonlahor.
Got to be Brazil and Agbonlahor.
Because Cundy played about 4 times for Chelsea, despite saying he's a Chelsea legend.
Scored from halfway though.
With a tackle.
Didn't want to actually play for Spurs.
Gaz also says.
Did I get that right? Did we get that right?
Prime Minister.
No, you're right.
What was the question? What was the answer?
So, coming in last, Magin Pards. Pardew doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. Then it was Cundy and O'Hara with 428. Magin Pards had 299, but they were all Pards. Goldstein and Bent second. Obviously, Darren Bent getting all those appearances, 558. But your winners with 688 combined career club appearances, Alan Brazil and Gabby Agbonlahor.
3-1.
3-1
naught.
Well done. I thought Madge
got naught.
Madge
He's on, and he's never off this station. He's never. He's always on.
Here.
He literally lives on TalkSport 2.
And I've got naught.
Got beat by Gaz.
Embarrassed yourself there, Ollie.
Well done, Gaz.
Embarrassed yourself.
Yeah.
Good quiz.
In many ways.
Thanks, mate.
I thought Madge got 1 England B cap. Did he not?
No.
Oh.
Not according to my research.
Wow. I might get into
that. May be Google AI's problem and not mine. Other artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I think he told me. I think he got it against Serbia.
Yeah, well, sounds about right.
Yeah,
it sounds about right.
Debut for the.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Many appearances in Ibiza.
Yeah. Ibiza FC. Who was it that won the Ibiza Cup? QPR, wasn't it?
QPR won the Ibiza Cup, and Jamie O'Hara didn't play for them actually. Ollie. So you know.
Anyway, I'm off to go and.
On the subject of goals for club, the answer, Alvin Martin. He has a unique record of scoring a hat-trick against 3 different keepers. Newcastle 8-1 in 1986. Really?
Yeah.
Why were there 3 different keepers? Injury, sent off?
2 got injured. Yeah.
2
got injured in the game. Yeah. More grief for Newcastle.
Yeah,
in this show.
wow, in the mud.
Doesn't stop, does it?
I've had a lovely time. Thank you.
Charlie, it's been brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Coming up next here on TalkSport. Don't go anywhere. It's Sam Ellard and Perry Groves with the Sunday Session.
Hussein, good morning.
Good morning, Shaban. Agbonlahor, you're making me boil right now. I can't stand you, mate.
Oh.
You know, what have you won? What have you actually won, Gabby? You've not won nothing.
Yeah.
All you keep doing is just criticize Arsenal. What have you actually won?
Nothing, mate.
You know, it's actually funny that I used to like you as a striker, but now I can't even. I don't know what I used to see in you because you've won absolutely nothing. And Arsenal are gonna win stuff.
But you
They're gonna
used to
win.
like
We've
me, you
just won
said.
the Premier League. Yeah, I used to, but now.
What did you like about me though before?
Now he's your big gob. Sorry to say that. He's just criticizing Arsenal, but you just don't see how Arsenal are actually making. They're going places right now. We've just won the Premier League. You just even don't appreciate that we did that because you just don't hate Arsenal. That's your issue.
I love Arsenal.
No, you don't.
I do. Thierry Henry is my favourite player. I've got his shirt that I wear at home.
Don't insult my intelligence, Gabby, please.
I love Arsenal, mate.
No, you don't.